Well, hello and happy Tuesday. So glad you're here. Thank you for joining us again. Today, I want to talk to you about teamwork. Because if you're a therapist in private practice, it is so easy for you to be in your practice and to suddenly find yourself feeling isolated and lonely. It's been noted by many that the higher you get in your profession, the higher you progress in life, unless you're intentional about being in relationship with others, being in community with others, it can get really lonely at the top. Now, as a therapist in private practice, especially if you are someone who tends to have a big caseload and undercharge for your services, just by nature of you undercharging for your services, or if you're on insurance panels or part of a tech company that you know is devaluing you, that alone is going to put you in a situation where you find yourself having to see 25 plus clients on a weekly basis. And you and I both know when you see 25 plus clients on a weekly basis and you add the assessments and documentation, that alone, your 40-hour plus work week is done. And oftentimes you are physically tired and mentally drained. That's why I become so passionate about helping folks like you learn to increase your fees, have a better work life balance. The way I do it is by helping you create a package model. But apart from that, also what it does when you have a high caseload and you're not getting paid fairly for your services, you're less motivated to want to be in relationship with other people in the industry. You're less likely to consult with colleagues in the industry. You're less likely to have ongoing interactions with other therapists who are in private practice. And you need that support. They need your support. And so if you are a therapist in private practice and you find that here in January 2024, you're seeing clients, you're documenting, and you're trying to show up for your family and have some kind of life outside of private practice, but you're overwhelmed because you're overworked and underpaid, I just want to remind you how important it is for you to find your tribe, to find your community. And you may find yourself being part of several communities like I am. I want to talk to you about one community in particular. One of my favorite coaches that I have the privilege of working with is Dr. Ajetta Robinson. Dr. Ajetta Robinson is a licensed professional counselor. She is also a group practice owner. That's Pro Insurance. She is also an income strategist for therapists in private practice. And one of the best decisions I made was to find out who she was. Thankful for her marketing and her advertising, and I eventually got on her radar. But I knew I needed to join her community specifically because of her mindset that she has. She calls herself a God girl. Me being a man of faith, anytime I can connect with somebody who's a God girl or another entrepreneur who's a person of faith, that's even more fun for me. But she also has a healthy relationship with money. She operates from a place of abundance when it comes to time and energy and resources. Dr. Ajetta is a 8-figure CEO, multi-passionate entrepreneur. And her mission is to help folks just like me to grow as an entrepreneur, to grow as a businessman. And just like you, if you're somebody who wants to operate from a place of growth and abundance, and you don't want to operate from a place of fear and scarcity, and you want to be as successful as you can in your business, Dr. Ajetta and her community, she has multiple communities, but one of them is called the Purposeful and Profitable Therapist Collective. So if you're on Facebook and you want to get into a free community that you can benefit from when it comes to your money mindset, your business mindset, being able to connect with other colleagues in other parts of the country who are like-minded, who are cheering for you and hoping and praying for your success, I encourage you to log into to request an invitation to be part of the Purposeful and Profitable Therapist Collective Facebook community that's overseen by Dr. Jada Robinson and her team. Also, I want you to know, book your calendar for February 1st and 2nd. Myself, Dr. Ajeta, and other members of her Legacy Lab are collaborating to put on a free summit that's offering CEUs for you. It's a free event. If you would like to invest to have more attention and care that's personalized during your summit, there are opportunities for you to invest in your personal growth and development for more personalized attention. But this is a totally, as Dr. Jeda would say, it's free 99, baby. Free 99. I want to be speaking on my journey and how I can help you go from burnout to breakthrough. For those of you who are more familiar with me, you know that a big part of my professional story and journey as a therapist in private practice is I am so grateful that I can wake up each day. I can show up with passion, purpose, and a plan, as opposed to showing up feeling tired, fatigued, and stressed. And so I'm going to be talking on my presentation about how you can go from burnout to breakthrough. And it has a lot to do with your money mindset as a therapist in private practice. Now, I tell you what, all my life growing up and going through undergraduate and graduate school and being a person that's growth oriented, loving to read books about business and ministry and life, all these things, frankly, I had never heard of a money mindset until I got in private practice and I hired another coach whom I already shared with you about, Tiffany McLean, in her Lean In Make Bank community that I'm also a part of. But my point is this: if you're a therapist in private practice, one of the most important things that you can do is to pay close attention to your own thought life, your own belief system, and the actions you take as it relates to how you set your fees, how you structure your fees. Do you stick to your fees? Why do you do what you do with your fees? Are you comfortable getting paid a fair compensation for the high value transformational service that you provide to your clients? How are you designing your business? Are you designing your business in a way that allows you to give your clients the highest possible standard of care? For example, it's not even noontime yet, but already this morning, I had the time and the space and the energy to be present with multiple clients by phone who were in distress and just needed their therapist to be there to think through some things and talk through some things. How often do you do that? How often do you find yourself outside of individual therapy sessions or marriage counseling, find yourself connecting with your clients to provide case management and collaterals and emotional support because life happens, right? Well, taking all that into consideration, how do you capture that in your fee structure? Those are some of the things that I'm going to be talking about at the Purposeful and Profitable Online Summit on February 1st and 2nd. I encourage you to register, sign up. It's going to be great. And one of the goals of this is to help you be more aware and to learn about an important community that can be life-changing for you and your practice. Transform Renew your mind. Renew your mind. Transform your practice and change your life. Let's go and be encouraged.